Night beginning to fall over Southern California, but the lights are shining bright here at the spectacular SoFi Stadium in metropolitan Los Angeles. But tonight we begin Week 8 with a good matchup for you here, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the LA Chargers. Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Primetime. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Gotta like that start. 14 yards to get them going. Great beginning there under the bright lights of primetime.
Yeah, it takes you back to high school football on a Friday night, doesn't it? When you feel like every eye in the county is on you. In this case, every eye in primetime is on you.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked up by Elijah Molden. And the Chargers are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
And they want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Here's Herbert. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down. The Chargers at 4-3, a game over 500. They were winners the last time out, so they'll be looking here to make it 2 in a row.
And when you and I watched tape prepared for this, what we saw was a team that competed hard, and they played well in all 3 phases of the game. And I think if they can carry that over to this week, they've got a really good chance to emerge victorious yet again.
21.
Now it's Herbert. He's got the tight end. That's Gadsden. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender because that big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you don't get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not even there. And he did a lot of that on that play. You know what I can tell this is going to end really badly? When he launched himself behind the line and made a beeline for the ball carrier. You get one of those tackling machines in the middle on your trail, things are normally ending pretty quickly.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
The strong windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one.
Black 80, black. Ready.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And He's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
No movement from the field goal unit. They've got 4 full yards to go here on 4th and goal to hit pay dirt, but they're going to go for it.
Hey, Kappa.
They snap it to Herbert. And it's caught. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out, ready to send it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. 35-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader.
Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? It's who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night. Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Throwing is McCarthy. Finds his man. There's Jordan Addison. And he's brought down. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
Now a first down carry by Jones. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight, and so far it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
On play action, now McCarthy. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's incomplete. It would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in. When you talk about the defense for these Chargers, they're trying to cover up some holes in the secondary. Right now, bottom 5 in the league against the pass at number 28.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
On third down, here's Jones. Well, he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front. And a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
Jefferson moving in motion left. They'll indeed go. Here's McCarthy. He's got his target. That's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. How about them biting off 50 15 yards there on the fourth down attempt and keeping the drive alive. 4th and 2, they got it. That was kind of that gray area. Is that a feel thing, whether you go run or pass there offensively?
I think it's a feel thing. It's a tendency thing about what you like to do yourself on offense, as well as knowing how strong they are against the run on defense. Got to make a decision, and they made the correct one.
And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. They got the yard down to 16.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it, brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. This is 2nd and 8. They'll go play action. Here's McCarthy rolling to his right. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Martin, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Jefferson going to go in motion right. To the air with McCarthy. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Vikings are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And coming into this ball game, this was an offense that wasn't just talking about the notion of ball control. They were preaching it. They wanted to win the time of possession battle, and they've done so here. This drive's taken up quite a bit of the first quarter. Now they are set up 1st and goal.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action, maybe throwing it.
One back in the game, that's Jones, 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Aaron Jones, his 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Vikings are an extra point away from drawing level.
Well, he's been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Hey, go Lion, set. 21. Grenade it, set.
Herbert being chased out left. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. These two teams all tied after 1. Now a 2nd and 10.
Kappa. 12. Hey, Kappa. 59. Go.
Back to throw here, Herbert. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from home. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
And they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, LA. A great play there for their second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that makes the score 14-7. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there, you don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
Now McCarthy. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
The Vikings on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Looking to throw McCarthy. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have the Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
A gain of 11 on the play.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's McCarthy. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series, before you get out there, hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
2nd and 10. The shotgun, it's Jones. And not much room to speak of. We'll get about 3 up to the 41.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now a 3rd and 6. Jefferson moving in motion left. 3rd down from the gun, McCarthy. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going.
Go Lion, Lion.
And they are over 500 for the season, 4-3. They got back above 500 with a victory last week. And, Charles, you think this is a very important week for them, do you not?
I certainly do, because when you start to do the math, and yes, I'm using my fingers to count. If you're 4-4 at the midway point, let's say you're saying 10 wins is your cutoff line for a playoff berth. It's usually right around that number. A loss here, all of a sudden you've got to go 6-2 down the stretch just to reach 10 wins. That means this game is vital.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Partner guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Lion. Ready.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. He's going to air one out. And he's got a man complete. There he goes again. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. Third and long. Herbert now. And it is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not over. They work it across midfield. A big play there for LA. And even 40 yards.
At the 48-yard line.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Home to right.
Here's Herbert. Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Now he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing to start the drive. McCarthy. And this one is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun to give to Jones. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3. Well, pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion and a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Back to throw. McCarthy. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
It's now.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
A 47-yard attempt.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. J.J. McCarthy.
14 yards.
And the Vikings are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
That's a really good decision right there outside of the pocket. You've got to know the right time to shift from passer to runner. He was looking and looking. Nothing there. You can almost feel the brainwaves firing as he calculates. I think I can win a race to the pylon. And he turns out to be right. Touchdown.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. Now they've got it 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. Wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
Go.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 46-yard line.
Hey, Ray. Hey, easy. We'll go orange. Set.
Herbert back to the air. Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Not an easy spot here, and he'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the 1st. Now Herbert going to shift his guys around. They'll drop to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Harrison Smith.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Yeah, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
Throwing to start the drive. McCarthy. He'll drop this underneath for Jones.
McCarthy's pass.
That's good. A completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 33-yard line.
Working out of the gun is McCarthy. Complete. Jefferson the target. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. As the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the 1st half. Third down and 1. Looking to throw. McCarthy. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by Deion Henry. And he's giving his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
At the 32-yard line.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick-6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now it's Herbert. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this 3rd quarter. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this 3rd quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scope.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Najee Harris, 76 yards. And the Chargers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Dicker down attack on the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Chargers 20, Vikings 14. Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They make their 2nd half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a free possession game.
A false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. Throwing is McCarthy. Drops it to Jones in the flat. So the completion gets him just a yard. And it's 2nd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And the slot man goes in motion left. 2nd and 14. Oh, he finds his running back who snuck right down the middle of the field. And he'll be touched down in the end, but a big play on that one. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. Up the middle, Jones. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. A officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes I forget how much information he has to go through before the ball's even snapped. But what a diagnosis right there. Saw the play, shot through the gap like a rocket, ends up spilling it for a loss.
2nd and 11. Going underneath, he's got Hockenson. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. 3rd and 7 now.
Hey, let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Looks again for T.J. Hockenson, and he's got him again. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the 1st down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Going for it, here's McCarthy. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. This one swung out here to Jones. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. That's the reason why. Well, we just saw shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
The ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To the air with McCarthy. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Vikings are back within a score. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Point after, right down the middle. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one. And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football to places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Here's Herbert. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They snap it to Herbert. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
19 target, 19
McCarthy off the play fake. A check down here to Jones. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
They'll go play action. Here's McCarthy. And his throw here's incomplete.
And next time, Brandon, I think you might want to consider running it because those defensive backs, they were plastered to the receivers, and they weren't letting up as that play went on.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now McCarthy. Escaping the pressure right. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Looking to throw McCarthy. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
At this point in the second half, one mistake on a forced throw could doom your chances of a comeback. So that's the right call there to just throw that one away.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up.
70 Lions.
An inside give to Jones. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Aaron Jones. He has career touchdown number 78, tying in with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Vikings have moved out in front here in the final minute of the third quarter. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings move it away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own
Charger drive about to get going.
Hey, Ray. Set.
Herbert. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Herbert now. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Here's 3rd and 6.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Set.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they're going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return, a scoop and score for the Vikings. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Extra point splits the uprights. Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday night prime time. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Leads to 2nd and 10.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself, you don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
Here's Herbert. That's complete to his running back, Perry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 14 yards. And the Chargers, 1st down.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. He's got the tight end. That's Gadsden. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. And they'll pick up a 38. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
22-yard line.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert sliding out of the pocket. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And it'll be 2nd and a couple. Herbert back to the air. Man, and he hits him in stride. And the Chargers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Herbert going to change the play here.
Hey, go Lion.
Hampton will take this into the end zone for a Charger touchdown. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And That's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come.
The Chargers will line up for the two-point conversion.
Baylor Tiger! Baylor Tiger! Home sits right. Ready?
And they'll have Herbert try and throw for it.
And the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football. That deficit stays right where it is.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away.
Yeah, that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a sack. Here's a give to Jones running left. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Now, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Throwing is McCarthy.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked up by Elijah Molden.
Intercepted. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a give, running left is Harris. And he's in for a Charger touchdown.
Najee Harris,
His 2nd touchdown of the night.
and the Chargers have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Well, late turnovers so often the difference in a ball game, and here the turnover.
In order to protect a lead, you must take care of the football. Ball security. How many times do they have to say it? They've been preaching it since day 1 of camp, and it came back to bite them right there.
The Chargers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
It's complete. And he will not get there. He comes up short. And they're unable to push this lead to a field goal as it'll remain a 1-point game.
Cameron Dicker to kick off.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
They're on the 35-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is incomplete. Looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Oh, man, late in the tight ball game, every play so critical. You feel like you've got to find a way to come up with that football. That was put in a great spot, but it just didn't want to stick in his hands. That's a big letdown.
Now a quick throw into the hands of Jefferson. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else. And now it's 3rd and 10.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Well, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Here's McCarthy. Work in the middle of the field. He's got a man complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
You know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. 2nd and 9 now. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
McCarthy operating from the gun. Over the middle, complete to Addison. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 38-yard line. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. Back to throw. McCarthy. Flush to his right. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
This is 1st and 10. The give is to Jones. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here now, 2nd and 10 from the 13. Again, it's Jones. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. The Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. What a kickoff to the week this has been. Now a big play. It's third down. He'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
Pardon me, they've got one chance left to keep this one going. And I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
So wait it down. Get your money up. I put money down. On all of us. On my people now.
Here's first and 10.
5-9, set. Go.
Throwing, Herbert. Johnston hauls it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50.
In this situation, should be in no hurry to run the play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Now a first down carry for Harris.
I bet we all suspected that they were going back there after found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Second and 4.
Throw over the middle, and it's caught by Johnston.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Chargers first down. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Final minute. No timeouts at their disposal. Here's first and 10. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Second and 10.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion. So I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Lion. Set.
Herbert. Into the hands of Perry, complete. Not good. They didn't move the football an inch, and precious time ticking off the clock.
It's third and 10.
Set.
Herbert. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to take the lead here in the final minute. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. He hasn't missed a kick all year. Why would he start down?
That's a great question, isn't it? Well, maybe because that was the most nerve-wracking kick he had to attempt all year. But he knocked it through just like it was an easy chip shot.
Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
They'll come up first and 10 here. They'll look to throw. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked up by Benjamin St. Juste. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
They got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down. And pretty good pursuit there defensively. He's brought down, no gain on the play. Second down coming up. That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the fourth quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So, for the Chargers, they improved to 5-3 as they approach the halfway point of this 17-game schedule. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week, where they take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, things are definitely going south quickly as they fall now to 1-6. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
You're like my reason for life when my dreams seem so far.